Whether you're single, taken, crushing on someone, or it's complicated, relationships have a way of showing us who we really are. The best parts, the messy parts, and the parts of ourselves we don't always want to look at. Most of us move through relationships on autopilot. We crave closeness, avoid conflict, repeat the same patterns, and wonder why it's so hard to get it right. Well, here's your chance to hit pause and check in. Think of this quiz less like a test and more like a mirror. It's not here to grade you or point out what you're doing wrong, but to help you notice your habits, your blind spots, and your emotional defaults, the ones shaping your relationships whether you realize it or not. Every question is based on real psychology concepts, studies, and insights from relationship experts. To get the most out of it, choose the answers that feel most like you, not who you wish you were. Take a deep breath, grab a pen, or just keep score in your head, and let's dive in. 1. When someone pulls away or gets distant, your first instinct is to A, give them space and focus on myself. I assume they'll come back if they care. B, overthink every detail and try to figure out what I did wrong. C, pull away too. They don't want me? Cool, I'm out. Or D, reach out and check in, but try not to take it personally. Question 2, how do you usually deal with conflict in a relationship? A, I freeze or shut down. It's too much. B, I try to talk it through calmly, even if it's awkward. C, I get emotional or reactive. I want to be understood. Or D, I need space to cool off before I can talk clearly. Question 3, when you're into someone new, you tend to A, keep it chill but low-key obsess over every interaction. B, fall hard, fast. I feel everything intensely. C, stay guarded. I don't want to look too eager. Or D, stay grounded, excited, but self-aware. Number 4, vulnerability for you feels like A, something I lean into. I'd rather be real than perfect. B, something I use humor to dodge. If I joke, I'm safe. C, something I crave, but only after I feel really safe. Or D, something uncomfortable. I prefer to process alone. Question 5, if someone takes a long time to reply to your message, you usually A, double text, then immediately regret it. B, feel rejected, but act unbothered. C, shrug it off. They're probably just busy. Or D, get a little anxious, but wait it out. Question 6, when someone sets a boundary with you, you feel A, admiring. Boundaries are healthy, I respect that. B, a little stung, but I try to understand. C, defensive. Did I do something wrong? Or D, shut down. I feel like they're pushing me away. Question 7, how do you usually show love, even when you don't mean to? A, I stay close. Hugs, quality time, checking in. B, I give advice, help with tasks, do things for them. C, I hype them up and affirm them constantly. Or D, I keep showing up even when I don't say much. Question 8, when someone says, we need to talk, what's your honest gut reaction? A, mild anxiety, but I'm open. B, curiosity. Let's just get to it. C, panic. What did I do wrong? Or D, annoyance. Just say it instead of being so dramatic. Question 9, what stands out most in your healthiest relationships? A, I feel needed and appreciated. B, I feel seen without having to perform. C, I feel calm, not anxious. Or D, I don't feel like I have to overfunction to keep it going. Question 10, what's one thing you don't usually say out loud in relationships? A, I care more than I let on. B, I need space sometimes too. C, I'm scared you'll leave. Or D, I'm trying, but I don't know what I'm doing. Question 11, when your partner rarely gives back emotionally, financially, or mentally, but keeps taking, what do you usually do? A, stay silent. I'd rather carry the weight than risk rejection. B, explode. Eventually, I bottle things up and then I snap. C, set a boundary. Even if it risks the relationship, I know my limits now. Or D, drop hints, hope they notice, but keep giving anyway. Question 12, almost done. If your partner stops choosing you, What story do you tell yourself? A, I'm not enough. I must have made them lose interest. B, they're struggling and I just have to be patient. C, I deserve someone who stays curious about me, not just someone who stays. Or D, it's probably my fault, but I don't know how to fix it. And question 13, when you feel unappreciated or unseen in a relationship, how do you respond? A, I overcompensate, do more, love harder, hope they'll notice. B, I get cold and withdrawn. Why try if they don't see me? C, I speak up, even if my voice shakes. I won't betray myself anymore. Or D, I daydream about leaving, even if I'm too scared to do it. All right, done tallying up your points? Here's what your score says about you. 13 to 22 points, the guarded soul. You've been through enough to know love can sting. You tend to protect your heart, and that's valid. But sometimes your armor keeps you from the very closeness you crave. Experts have found that people with avoidant patterns tend to devalue attachment, but still experience stress and loneliness when disconnected. This often lines up with avoidant attachment, a pattern where closeness feels overwhelming or risky. Maybe you learned early on that emotional needs weren't safe to share, so now you rely mostly on yourself. But even avoidant types need connection. They just fear losing themselves in it. Trust doesn't have to be all or nothing. Try opening up in small ways, not to win love, but to feel it. Start with safe people and let them show you it's okay to need, express, and stay. You don't have to earn love by being fine all the time. 23 to 32 points, the feel everything romantic. You love deeply and give generously, even when it's not returned. You might get attached quickly, overextend yourself, or confuse intensity with true intimacy. It's not because you're needy, but because you're devoted and passionate. This pattern often reflects an anxious attachment style, where connection feels essential and disconnection feels threatening. And according to experts, people with this attachment style often experience heightened emotional responses during conflict or uncertainty. When anxiety hits, try a simple grounding question. What part of me is feeling anxious right now? Naming the feeling gives you space to respond instead of react. Practice self-soothing before seeking reassurance. Try deep breathing, a short walk, or journaling. Giving your nervous system a moment to settle can shift your entire perspective. 33 to 42 points, the conscious connector. Wow, you're really growing in your relationships, and it shows. You're noticing patterns, setting boundaries, speaking up, and doing the inner work, whether it's through therapy or self-reflection. You still want closeness, but now you want clarity too. You've felt the weight of miscommunication or emotional burnout, and now you're more intentional. You still stumble sometimes, but you notice, reflect, and course correct. That's real progress. This is what psychologists call earned secure attachment. When someone who didn't grow up feeling emotionally safe learns to build healthier patterns through self-awareness, healing, and more supportive relationships. Keep deepening your emotional fluency by applying the Gottman method, a research-based approach to relationships. It highlights key practices you're already working on: emotional attunement, repairing after conflict, and creating shared meaning. These aren't just skills, they're signs of lasting, healthy love. 43 to 52 points, the gold standard. When it comes to healthy, flourishing relationships, you're what others aspire to. Grounded, emotionally present, and genuinely open, you know how to stay connected without losing yourself. You communicate honestly, listen with empathy, and approach hard conversations with calmness and care. You give people room to breathe, show up when it counts, and build trust through consistency instead of control. You're not just good at relationships, you make others better at them too. Your self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and resilience create a kind of social emotional ripple effect. Psychologists call this co-regulation, the way our nervous systems respond to the emotional cues of those around us. When you remain calm, open, and grounded during conflict or stress, it helps others regulate their own emotional responses too. This kind of presence is a hallmark of high emotional intelligence. Keep doing what you're doing. Your presence, steadiness, and emotional maturity are powerful gifts. Stay kind, compassionate, and keep showing up with the same clarity and care that make your relationships flourish. There's no such thing as being perfect in relationships, but everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, and getting curious about yours could be a game changer for you. Whether you scored high or realized there's room to grow, the fact that you're here reflecting already sets you apart. Relationships aren't just about getting it right. They're about learning, adapting, and showing up with honesty and heart. So, what's one relationship habit of yours you'd like to change or better understand? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And if this quiz got you thinking, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone curious like you, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. We have more quizzes for you to check out, like which type of people-pleasing traits do you have? And what's your friendship language? Thanks for watching.